5 people have been seriously injured after part of a roof in the Apollo Theatre in central London collapsed during a performance, police have said. The venue in Shaftesbury Avenue was packed for a performance of The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. An eyewitness heard a crackling noise before the collapse at about 20:15 GMT. London Ambulance said there were some 40 casualties including walking wounded. London Fire Brigade said all those who were trapped had been freed. It said 8 fire engines were attending, and police are also at the scene in London's West End Theatre district. A spokesman added that the theatre was almost full with around 700 people watching the performance. The Met Police said more than 40 walking wounded were being treated at the nearby Gielgud Theatre, while a London bus used to transport others injured to hospital. Witnesses said they saw people leaving the building, covered in dust and debris, with some people bleeding and crying. Strange crackling noise. Amy Lucas, who was at the theatre with her 2 children, aged 16 and 19, said, "The entire dome roof fell down on the audience just in front of us. We were protected by the balcony above and we ran. People started screaming. We thought it was water. We thought it was a part of the show. I grabbed my kids and ran." Another witness said she heard a strange crackling noise before the roof just crumpled. "The theatre suddenly went dark with dust clouds everywhere," she said. "You could see everyone ran off the stage. It went dark." Andrew Howard Smith, 68, said, "I saw the edge of the balcony come down, that's what I saw. We were on the balcony below. In the production you had to hold onto the rail and lean over to see what was going on, and we were doing the same. Everybody must have got hold of the brass rail and just pushed it over, and then the edge came off. That was the only bit that came off, just the edge. It wasn't the whole of the balcony, just the front 2 feet." Martin Bostock and his family were also in the audience. He also thought it was part of the show. Speaking to the BBC News Channel, he added, "All the actors reacted. We saw all the actors looking up above us and pointing, looking horrified, and then things started falling and smoke, and I thought it was part of the show until something hit me on the head very hard. I thought, that's not quite right. And then everything came down around us, and to be quite honest I thought we were all going to be in really serious trouble, and it felt horrific. Quite panicked." The witness said police and emergency crews were at the scene within minutes. A 29-year-old audience member, who only gave his name as Ben, said, "It was about halfway through the first half of the show and there was a lot of creaking. We thought it was part of the scene. It was a seaside scene. But then there was a lot of crashing noise and part of the roof caved in. There was dust everywhere. Everybody's covered in dust. We got out fairly quickly. I think everyone was quite panicked." Jess Bowie was also in the theatre and said in a tweet that the experience was absolutely petrifying. "People outside are covered in dust and some in blood. Utterly horrible." The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime has been running in London since August 2012. The show started at the National Theatre, before transferring to the Apollo in March this year. The Apollo was built in 1901. It is owned and operated by IMAX Theatres and has 775 seats over 4 levels.